Hello everyone, and this is Devil4 playing the wonderful game of Sprocket once again. Today I have decided to make a small tank, a small but fast tank. It's called the AMX ELC BIS. It's a small little French light tank. It's supposed to be a light tank even though it acted more like a tank destroyer. Its turn couldn't turn all the way 360 unless they were parked. That's because it only had 2 crew members and they were both fit in the turret that was super small. But I'll get to that. Let's see. The length of it was 4.97 meters. 4.97 meters. And the width was 2.24. There was only 10 of these made, and they were technically prototypes. Because, well, they were a bit hard to use when you could only have the turret facing forward while driving. Okay, the turret needs to be flattened a lot because they were like reclined. The driver was reclined in the tank. It's in the turret because it was so small. It was so flat. Small. And then the back of this go down like such. I don't think I'll be able to get all the angles, but I'll try. Let's see. Length of middle's gonna have to shrink. Oops. While the rear's gonna have to extend. Widen a little bit. Two different sites say two different things about the engine, even though they both agree that it's a V8 engine I'm gonna be putting in it. One says it has a 180 horsepower engine, the other one says 250. Since I like bigger engines, I'm just gonna go with the 250. I need to increase the length of that. That's way too small. Let's see, length. Maybe I made the... Okay, this doesn't look exactly right. Maybe it's because the suspension's so big. Let's go to suspension. Okay, cool. While I'm here, gonna give it its 250-ish horsepower engine. Perfect. But let's go down to the tracks. The tracks definitely didn't have this angle. It was lower. And I think the top base of the hole wasn't so high. Maybe that's what's getting me as well. Oh, this is gonna be tight fit. Maybe I can make the lower part of it bigger. Okay, this might actually be a slight challenge because this tank is so small. It was apparently only 1.58 meters tall, so 0.75 technically mean the turret was how high? The turret height's already, let's actually make that 0.5. So if that's 0.5 and that's 0.75, you're already at 1.25, which gives you 0.28 to fool around with. Well, I managed to get it to work like this, I guess. So, yeah, I think this will work the best. Still feel like the turret needs to be wider. Maybe that's the problem. Let's make the turret wider, shall we? Length, width. You gotta be kidding me. Nope. That's not working. Now it's too wide. And it needs to be pushed to the back. Turn needs to be pushed to the back. So, this back here is looking closer to what it's supposed to look like, but still no dice. So I'm gonna actually fool around with the top bit a little bit. Bring it back. See if I can give it almost a pointed nose. It looks like it almost has a pointed nose. I think I can bring the turret a little bit further back. Back about right there. Still bring this back. It's supposed to have like a pike nose, but I can't get it there, so let's just bring, this is, oops, that's the front glacis, right? Oops, nope, that's not it. And the turret, I think, needs to be as wide as I made it. Or maybe it does. Let's see. I guess we can give that a try, per se. The front's still not where it needs to be. It needs to be, like, not this way. Let's see. Yeah. And then it's still about a little bit higher than that, I'd like to say. About right there. Bring the nose up, back down. And then this almost needs to, like, disappear. I just shrunk everything. But it does still need to be like that. Well, isn't this a predicament? Maybe I do have to make it as high as I was talking about. Except with the 0.8 on the bottom. I mean, maybe not. Okay, let's see. This 0.8. What a predicament. Let's see. Can I... No, it's got to stay back at least that far. It's not even supposed to be this high. No, no, maybe it can be that high, but the bottom needs to increase, or the width has to, like... Wait, this is difficult. We're gonna make a super small tank within historical accuracy. I can't get the bottom. Okay, maybe I will have to increase it even more. Let's see. That doesn't look too weird, does it? No. I mean, I gotta fool around with the tracks to cover up that little gap that it has, but... Yeah, I think that's okay. Even though I bet once I put the gun on, it'll be a different story. But we'll get there when we get there. Now that I think about it, should I make this a 360 turn? Because technically it could turn 360 when sitting still. I don't know. Let's see. Everything is going to turn into 20 millimeters. Except for the sides, which is going to be like 10 millimeters. Because these were super lightly armored tanks. And there's where all the space was. Nice. So wait. Yeah. Let's make that 10. 20. 20. Everything gets 20. Banzai. Okay, now we could actually go back and make it smaller again, so... There, make that smaller to 20. Shrink this a little bit. How high did I make? I don't remember. Let's see, tracks, layout. Is it right here? 17. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about... Okay. I don't know where I was going with that. 20. I'm gonna bring this back down just because I can. Yeah. Yeah. Can I not? No, 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 no. That's not it. That's not it. 0.24. There we go. That looks pretty accurate, I'd like to say. So with the engine and stuff being done, let's see. It's not going to be fixed. I'd imagine with such a small tank that it wouldn't turn that fast if it did turn. So I'm going to take off its power. Here, AMX ELC BIS. Nice. Okay. Mobility. I think mobility is truthfully going to be the hardest one. Oh. Because... Oh, are you gonna be kidding me? I can work around this. All you gotta do is bring this forward, attach the gun, attach the gun. Why aren't you attaching? Okay, bring it all the way forward. You're just being annoying. Oh, maybe it's because I'm not here. There we go. And then, wow, that is a boxy ELC. Let's go back to the turret. Bring this back again. Okay, so technically... Technically, that's supposed to be closer to right here, which means I gotta bring the whole entire thing back forward. Otherwise, I can't attach the gun mantlet. Then go back to base, go back here, and I did exactly what I said I didn't want to do. Okay. Here again. Bring the gun down. More down. Okay, that's as far down as I can make it go on the base. And now I'll bring it back. Yes. Like that. Yeah, this does not have any armor whatsoever. At least this gun, unlike almost every single other gun I've made, that's gonna be a 90mm. And the length was just maybe let's make this 0.9. I couldn't find much about the gun, so I'm having to go by sight here. Okay, seems like 45. And then this would have to be 2.25. Let's do that. I feel like the turret needs to be less chunky or something. I'm not sure. The tank itself is pretty wide compared to its length, though. Maybe I do need to make the turret just a little bit shorter. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think like that. That should be fine. Go back to the firepower. Then where would they keep the ammo in this? In the turret? I mean, or in the hole? Not sure. So I'm just gonna do 20 rounds, even though that's pretty unrealistic, I bet. 20 rounds on both to turn the hole. Okay, so there's that. I'm just gonna keep it at, wait, what's the max penetration I can give this? All the penetration. Okay, I'm just gonna get all the penetration since it looks like I can. Okay. Next, I'm gonna have to deal with RPMs, I believe. It has a max of 4,800 RPMs, and not only that, we had to get this thing to go 80 kilometers per hour. That's gonna be ridiculous. Because unlike you World of Tanks fans out there, this is supposed to go 80 kilometers an hour. Oh wait, this tank had 36 shells. Oh, just read that. I'm crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, 80 kilometers an hour. That's ridiculous. Imagine if it could actually do that in game and it had a 37.31, what was that? Horsepower per ton? Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's fast. That's zooming. Imagine having that across the battlefield. Oh boy. Okay. Time to get off my excitement about that. What was I trying to do here? Why did it go? Oh yes, the ammo. Carried 36 rounds. 36. And 26. 26, bam. Don't know if it was in the turn. Oh yeah, I just realized the crew is probably, no. They're both in the turret now, and I got a lot more space. Wow, wow. I should just check that from the get-go. Let's see, so this guy's gonna have to be the radio man as well. And this guy is gonna have to be these guys as well. I can see... Okay, so there was only 2 crew members, so you gotta work with it. Firepower cannon with a 90mm. Not sure how long the gun was, but it looks pretty good like that, I'd like to say. Mobility is, like I said, the last thing I need to do. Let's just save it just in case. And then missing component. Oh, that's right. Okay. Component. Looks like this one was over here, but wrong. Each person was on either side of the gun, by the way. So there's that. And it looks like keyboards. Okay. So I'd like to say sorry, I'm just looking at a picture, making sure that this actually looks right. Okay, so looks like the gunner might have been looking at it from like right there, while the driver was like, whoops, or wait, driver and commander. I think the efficiency. Man. Let me just take this away. Yeah, I'm not giving them an auto. Radio operator, go run if you need help, or drive your super fast mobile tank. Yeah, that seems right. Or, you know, allows radio communication, extending ally control range. Oh, it must be for the bots. Well, I'm not gonna be controlling the bots anyway, so 70%, 60%. I'll just keep them right there. Now back to what I was trying to do a couple times ago. Let's just why am I not going forward? Driver moving to position. What position do you need to move? You're supposed to already be in position. Don't I already have a driver? Oh, This game has to put the driver in the hole, even though in reality, keep this in mind, people, they were both in the turn, so they were both in the turn. I gotta put them in the hole for the tank to drive. Oh, I forgot about that slight minor detail, so... Yeet. What a small, stupid little mechanic in this game. I'm still gonna keep the commander on this side, but that's... Yep, there it is. And I need to work on the suspension big time. That was not it. So, if I read this right... five road wheels per side, so 2, 4, 5. It has the proper amount of road wheels, and I need to make sure that it has 2 rollers on top. Yes, I can't see the rollers. So, first of all, I need to shrink these road wheels dramatically because they're way too big. And then, give me this. Raise this up. Fenders. Angle. Offset. I'm gonna make this a giant length section. Yeah. All the length. Back to the tracks. And then the rollers, which I think I can manipulate, can also be raised. There we go. Now I can see stuff. Awkward. Let's see. Let's go back to turn rollers. I believe they said there was only 2 top rollers, so, or in this case it's called return rollers. 2. So the spacing. And forward. About right there. But I've got to get rid of some of these wheels, so 2, 4, 6, and then I can fool around with these and make it more or less in between. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's see how this acts once I make sure that the suspension... Oh, by the way, this was only supposed to be a 6.2 ton tank, I think. No, 6.7 ton tank, so ignore the in-game tank mass, please. This is about the actual size. You try your best. No. Suspension needs to hold itself up. So I'm gonna put this down to about 50. Put this up to about 15,000. And then yeet that all the way. Or, you know, I could take away all of it and it's still bouncy. 20,000. Not fast enough. Not nearly fast enough. definitely not fast enough. No bueno. So I think I gotta deal with the Sprocket and idler. Actually, just to save time, what I'll probably do is just, you know, put finishing touches on this, and then if you guys really want to see the actual speed set about correctly, just look at the summary video. Yeah, just look at the summary video. With the summary video, I'll try to like have it actually as fast as it needs to be. But I think it'll take too much time for me to figure out how to get the tank to go as fast as I need to go. Is it the idler that makes it go faster? Is it the sprocket? So like, let's say if I decrease the sprocket back here, just mess around with it, will it make everything go faster? Which you wouldn't think so, because it is. It made it go slower. So that's definitely not the answer. While I'm here, I need to shrink this since I have the ability to shrink it now. No, don't you dare. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna put the finishing touches on this. I don't think in this video I will make it exact. I think. Maybe it's the actual road wheels that make it faster or something. That's what's been going on. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna just put the finishing touches on it. So the French. Here we go. Yeah, totally. No. Oh wow, that's bright, and that's definitely a color I don't want. That's a hue. I need it like a gray color. That's a green color. Gray? Don't you have gray? No? I think that's the best I can get it. Let's see, condition. I'm gonna give it a little bit of wear and tear. Still. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. And then add the little small minor details like lights and lights. These are way too big. Put them right there. This guy had a technically another hatch on that side. And then it did have lights. Well, lights back there. Utilities. Storages, yeah, that's what I want. Even though it's supposed to be more like a box than that, but it will just have to do. And then let's see if I can put shrink. Guess the turn does look a little too wide, doesn't it? That's what I'm gonna do. Even though I really don't like how the whole tank is this color. Maybe I will actually just put normal camo on it. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Well, everybody. I guess I didn't even shoot this, didn't I? Before I go, I'll shoot it. And this doesn't like, well, that doesn't like bumps. Okay. And then just for fun, I'll bring in what's supposed to be a relatively good. So apparently the angle is enough to block shells from that caliber of gun. That's good. At least this tank isn't useless. Well, that's it, folks. This is the ELC, well, AMX ELC BIS. Still looks a little bit whitish and chunky. So, in the summary, may look a little bit different because I might tweak it, but all in all, ELC BIS. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did. If you didn't, still subscribe, please, but tell me why I did wrong. I'll see all of you in the next video.